Painting a kitten in watercolor is much easier if you work step by step. Start with some shading and the features. That's the eyes, the nose, and the ears. Next, paint the lightest color on your kitten, painting around the white areas. When the wash is dry, you can add the dark stripes. Last, finish with opaque white, and you can add a background if you want. I'll show you how. This is my drawing, and you'll notice that I filled in the dark areas with some pencil, because with all these lines it can get very confusing what you're supposed to paint. For the shading, I mixed a light gray. This is very watery, and mine won't dry as dark as it looks here. The shading goes under those round cheeks and between the front legs. I'll be painting this entire kitten with ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. Mixing a dark blue and a brown will give you a gray and a black, but you can also use your tube of gray or a tube of black. If yours looks too blue, just add a little brown with it. Now your shading is going to look best if it has soft edges. I'm working on dry paper, so I use a clean, damp brush to soften up the edges. A little shading on the nose is cute too. And if your shading is too dark or it dries darker than you want, don't worry. We'll be adding a good opaque white over the top of this gray at the end to create white fur. I'm painting my kitten's eyes with an olive green. That's a little green mixed with brown. But you can paint yours blue or green or even gold. Paint right over the black pupils. The eyes are the most important part, and we'll be doing several coats of color on them. Last, add shading to the ears. You want the inside of the ear to be a pinkish color, so add a hint of pink or red to your gray mix and paint the inside of the ear. A kitten's nose is reddish. It's red with a little orange or brown. Then dry these first washes well so that you can build up the dark a little bit more. Use your blue and brown to make a little darker gray. Outline the chin and the mouth. The eyes have a black outline and the pupils are black. You can use paint for this, or it may be easier to use a black ink pen for those tiny lines. Wet the inside of the ears with clean water and add some of your darker color to the bottom, letting the color spread upwards just a bit. Ears look good if they're dark in the middle and the bottom. Next, paint everything that isn't white with a brownish gray. Mix a big puddle of this. It's much easier, but it needs to be watery enough that you'll still be able to see the lines through the color. If you can't tell which parts need to be white, you can look at your reference photo or pull it up on the computer screen, or you can just mark each white area with a pencil dot or a tiny W for white. Try for ragged edges that look furry instead of straight lines. The tail also needs to be gray. I just forgot to paint it. And then dry this first coat very well. Next, add the dark gray for the stripes and the tail. I'm using a small brush for this, and once again, I have to keep checking the photo to see where the dark is supposed to go. This is a long video, but I wanted to show everything and explain exactly how you can paint cute kittens. Painting with watercolor will add a lot of fun to your life. Maybe some frustration, but it takes you on a journey that's worth the effort. Outline the toes of the foot also. Now that the dark is in, you can judge your values better. My eyes look too light now, so I give them another coat of green and black, drying them well in between. In the photo, there's a reflection of light on the top of the eyes, and you can add that if you want. Use a damp brush with a good point to re-wet the area and then dab up some paint with a paper towel. That creates a shine on the eyes and it adds a lot of realism. You can play with the eyes as long as you need to make sure they look right, because they're the most important part. You can also use your light gray to add a few furry lines in the white area. That makes it look more like fur and less like an area you forgot to paint. When I evaluate this and compare it to my photo, the top of the head under the ears needs some darker fur too, so I add some there. Finally, we're ready for some finishing touches with opaque white. You can add a tiny dot in each eye and a line of white around the edge of the ears if you didn't leave one. Oh, I forgot to add fur around the edges of the ears. You can use gouache white or even acrylic white for touch-up, but it needs to be a nice bright white. Add the long fur on the inside of the ear. And paint white fur on top of the gray anywhere you want a furrier look. Like the bigger white areas, or where the white meets the gray, you can make furrier edges. Last, I'm adding a background, similar to what is in the photo. Your background can be anything you like. I'm adding a puddle of burnt sienna and some quinacridone gold. Plus, I'll be using the same blue-brown mix. For a smooth background without brush strokes, use water. Get your paper good and wet. As I don't have much dark left, I'm getting some more dark and dark brown from my wells for the bottom of the kitten. For a suggestion of color on the side, I pick up some of that watery gray. You notice I'm not doing brush strokes. I'm laying the paint on the wet surface, mostly with the side of my brush. If you want a smooth wash, Don't use your brush like a crayon. Use a big soft wash brush and use it like a mop. Lay the color on the wet surface and see what happens. It takes a minute or two. Knowing how much paint and how much water you need just takes practice. And if you hate your background, you can add another layer until it gets darker. Dark backgrounds are nice in watercolor. Now I'm using a wiped off brush to lift off paint in circles. This is called the bokeh effect. You can do this on wet or dry paper. My background is so wet, the circles are mostly disappearing, so I keep doing it. I don't want them to stand out too much anyway, and I'm tired of lifting, so that's good. Last, I'm going to suggest some leaves and grasses at the bottom with a small brush. Just adding a few lines and leaf shapes. An out-of-focus background will make your realistic kitten look even better, so don't add too much. And now that the background is almost dry, I'm adding a touch more fur around the edges of the ears so I get a really furry look where the color spreads out. That's a nice touch. As the head is my center of interest, I darken the stripes there too. The finishing touch is the whiskers. You could use a white gel pen to add whiskers or use a small brush. And there's the kitten in watercolor. I think painting keeps you young. Happy painting!